Hello, Akko here again. Welcome to episode 5 of my FTB Beginner's Guide. Let's jump into the world. So we're up to. I've not been on since I logged off yesterday. I've been a bit busy. So nothing's happened in the world since you last saw it. I'll pick up them eggs. Let's jump into there. Let me in. Steal your eggs. And have I got any? Not got no wheat on me. Okay, so I can't feed them cows just yet. Stay there, cows. Got any wheat down here in the organics chest? I do not seem to have any wheat. Okay. In that case then, let's put the alloy furnace in there. No, we don't need that. I need to make a couple more of these. See, look, literally haven't been on since you saw it yesterday. This is starting to fill up. That's good. That's struggling a bit. I need to make some more of these. Hang on a second. Does that work now? Yep. Let's make some more of these solar panels. So I'm going to want to get 64 of them, and I need some more than wafers. So let's go 8 of them again, and 8 sand, wasn't it? 8 sand. We ain't got enough sand, so I have to go get a bit more sand. So we'll come back to that. I don't want to get sidetracked doing that, so that can wait. That can wait. What we're going to do is we're going to make a mystcraft age, because we was meant to a couple of days ago. We still haven't done it. All my stuff is safe in there. You got to keep your wooden hose safe. Pretty safe, yeah. That's good. Let me, just before we go, let me just get some wheat, get another cow growing, because that should be a priority really. Oh, we've got some melons. Cool. We have some melons. Excellent. Let's chop all this down. Get some reeds. Get some melons. So when you cut a melon down, the stalk stays, like I said, and the melon just breaks up into bits of melon. We can use as food. And then once we've got plenty of food, we don't have to use it as food. We can use it as seeds for squeezing, which is very good. Now let's replant all this stuff we've just chopped down. There's a couple of things I'm going to be making to help us with this. Seed bags and such like. Seed bags are pretty cool, and a sickle. I should probably make a sickle as well while we're doing this manually. So that's them replanted. We've got a bit of wheat there. So let's jump back up here and feed our cows. So we have a baby cow. Come here, like a baby. There we go, little baby cow. I won't kill the parents yet. I'm going to grow a couple of cows up, I think. I need to sort that bloody chest out. What I can do is I can put them 3. And let's put a forest princess and a meadows drone into our beehive out there. And then we've got a chance of getting our first bee mutation from that. The bees basically, different species have got a chance of mutating. The first mutation we can get is any 2 hive bees, such as a forest and a meadows, put together. We've got a chance of getting something called a common bee, and these frames improve the speed of the bee production. It's not going to work because it's apparently night time. Quite light for night time. I can hear zombies. So we can get these frames. We can get ones called soul frames, and we get some soul sand that increase that mutation chance. But we're not in a big rush to get bees on the go, so I'll just put them in there for now. And it might mutate, it might not. We'll see. We can always get more bees. Like I said, there's a hive there. Look. So I think we're good to go on a little journey. So let's see if that's actually made any. Oh, it's doing a bit. Cool. So I'm going to sleep. And in fact, one more thing before we go. We're going to make a chunk loader. Chunk loaders, important. I have to use 2 of our diamonds. We're down to 1 diamond, which is a bit unfortunate. We're going to need a book. What we need to do first, we need to make an enchanting table again. So, same recipe you've already seen for the enchanting table. It's that recipe. Obsidian, 2 diamonds and a book. Gets us another enchanting table. What that actually gets used in the next part of this, which we're going to need an ender pearl for. I've got ender pearls in my bag there. I have, there's an ender pearl, excellent. And we need, as luck may have it, 5 of these guys. Oops. Turns out I'll grab 6. And that gets us a thing called a chunk loader. Let's put that gold ingot safely in there. What a chunk loader does is it loads chunks. So we can throw it on the floor for no apparent reason. We can place it roughly in the middle of our base. Let's say go there. If you click on it, you'll see chunk loader radius 9 chunks. So radius of 2, and you can get it so it shows the lasers. What that'll do, it'll show you the extent of where the chunks are loaded to. So if you look at my map again, or if I press the F9 button, you can see the edge of the chunks there. So that line's going along there and along there. So if we now go to a mystcraft age, this part of the base will stay loaded. So that cow will grow. The melons will grow, the reeds will grow, that bit of wheat will grow, but that bit of wheat and that flax and the bees, they won't, because they're not chunk loaded, as you can see by where the laser is there. So what we do, run back here, we up the radius 25 chunks, should make it quite a bit bigger. So that's 3 chunks in each direction in a square pattern. So now you see the laser is going an extra layer out there, so it's going, so that chunk's loaded now as well. So now when we go to a mystcraft age or anywhere out of range of our base, these chunks will stay loaded and we'll keep producing stuff, which is really useful, especially if you're on a server and the server's on all the time, because when you've got quarries going and stuff like that, you want them to run when you're offline. This will only run while I'm online still, so as soon as I log off this will stop. If you was on a server, depending on how the server's set, if you was on a server, then having one of them set up would keep your stuff going all the time. So you could have a quarry going and you could log off on a night and you come back the next day and the quarry might be finished and you've got loads of resources. Very useful. One other thing, while I remember, on your Feed the Beast launcher there is an option to allocate more memory to the game, which might be quite useful. Where do you look for it? 1 second, I'm just going to have to tab out and have a quick look. I'll just start off a fresh launcher, and if you go to options, the options tab, there's a RAM maximum megabyte and you can set it to however you want. I have mine set to 4 gig. I've got 16 gig total on this PC, so I can afford to allocate a bit more memory to Minecraft. Might be becoming useful. If you've got it set to its minimum, you might be struggling a bit, and that's a quick little thing you can adjust, might make it a bit easier. Right, before we get sidetracked with anything else, just going to check the time. We've got a bit of leather in there, excellent. Now we need a bit of paper. A bit of paper comes from reeds, which is why we're growing reeds out there. So 3 reeds gets you 3 bits of paper. And let's put 2 of them back. Put that back on my bar. Everything's good, excellent. So we get this bit of paper, open that up. I don't need it in my bar at all. So right click on there, click. So let's put that paper into there. Because we've got a bit of leather, we need a bit of leather to bind it into a book. So we're going to make a 1-page book. It's a descriptive book. So if we pull that out of there, we've now got a descriptive book. So let's get one of our 2 stands. Put the stand down on the floor. There will do. Put our descriptive book on there. You'll see it's called age 2. So the first age you make is age 2. The ages are stored in your world folder if you're on a server, or in your save folder if you're playing single player. So you can delete ages later on to clear room up. We're going to go into that. Now, when I'm playing on a server, this can sometimes crash me. If you go into it and it's a cave world that's got a lot of things to load, or if it's a world with a lot of Twilight Forest, big trees and stuff, it can overload your server and cause you to time out. As it has happened, it is not a cave well. I can hear explosions. This is a very scary sounding place. We've got mining fatigue 4, so mining be really slow here. We've got nausea, that's horrible. Oh, Christ. Don't really want to stay here. Let's get our stand. Put our stand there. We may be screwed here if the book gets hit by. Oh, what am I doing? If the book gets hit by whatever's hitting stuff there, that could be quite bad. What I'm going to do is, oh man, a little bit of this. It's going to be really slow. Really slow. Come on. I'll get a little bit of that stone there. I'll build a little house around this. Try and protect it. Might not work, but there we go. And like I said, this is really horrible, especially on camera. I apologise, but this is what happens when you go into random ages. You can get nausea and such like. I should probably just get rid of this age, but I want to try and see if there is a library close by. I also need to make sure I know what the coordinates are. So we're at -2, 25. So 0, 25 is close enough. Let's have a little look around. So lightning strikes by the look of it. I guess from my amount of armour, that could probably insta-kill me. So I've got to be really careful. And this is horrible to watch. If you stay under shelter, I think the nausea goes away, but I don't know if trees will work. But not ideal. First weld here, but we ain't got a lot of leather yet, so we'll have to try and make this worth it by trying to find the abandoned library. I don't think it's this way. Oh, this is horrible. Bleh, I feel sick. So I'm going to get up on this hill, have a look around. If I can't see it from up here, I'm going to have to abandon this and wait until we get some more leather. Let's get right up there. They're normally pretty easy to spot once you've spotted them. But I don't think this this nausea is helping very much at all, is it? Let me up, please. Minor fatigue also doesn't help. So basically I've got a lot of unhelpful factors at the minute. Let's get right on top of here. See if we can see anything that looks like an abandoned library. No, I can't see enough. I'm going to have to floor this off, wait for some more leather, and then try again. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'll get some leather, get them cows growing a bit. Oh, yeah, I can't handle this anymore. That's killing me. I suppose I could turn that off, but I don't want to cheat and turn stuff off. So we've got nausea still. That's going to wear off in a few seconds. So I'll be back in a bit when we've got some more leather, and we'll try again. See you in a bit. Okay, needs must. The cows are not growing. We need to get some more cows. If you remember, I couldn't find any cows nearby. I went quite a long way that way, past that village. I think it was. I found them cows, and I used the safari net. Where's the safari net? I don't make a safari net. No, I didn't. I used a portal gun, didn't I? I used a portal gun to get them back here. So what I'm doing now is something a little bit different. We're going to go into the Twilight Forest first, because there's generally a lot of stags in the Twilight Forest, and 2 stags make a baby cow. So I should be able to get cows back to the house a bit easier by going there. So the way into the Twilight Forest is a separate dimension. It's like a separate dimension, like a mystcraft age or like the Nether. And we have a special way of getting there. I'm just going to decide where to put this little portal. At some point we need to make a nether portal as well. So for that I need a bit more obsidian. But for now we don't need to do that straight away. What I'm going to do is here will do. Here will do. Let's build a little hole and surround the edges with dirt. So it'll do for me. And what we need to do is, first of all, we need to put some water in there, in that 2x2. So I've got a bucket of water. and just refill it and do that again. So we need to create one of them everlasting water sources again, so it's nice and flat, like so. Then what we need to do, we need to put flowers all the way around the outside of that. Now, I'm not sure if these indigo flowers will work because they're from, well, these are purple flowers. These should work. These should work. And now what we do, our last diamond, throw that in there, get struck by lightning, take a little bit of damage. And now we've got a portal to the Twilight Forest. So let's jump in there. Adventure episode. So this can also crash now and again, because this has got a lot of stuff to load in here, some massive trees in here. This may take some time. Last time I did this for the first time it took about 30 seconds. So I'll pause the video, I'll be back in a sec. I was back pretty quick. Turns out it's put me underground, which is a bit strange. Don't normally put you underground. First thing we need to do is make a waypoint so we can get back here. Like so. So there we go, portal. Now we need to find our way to the surface, it'll be the safest thing to do I think. So let's do that, quick smarts. No idea how deep we are under here. So let's just build a path up here as quick as we can. I can't see a thing. Come on, let me out. We're at level 39, which should be well underground in the normal world. But the Twilight Forest is a little bit different. I think we might be a bit closer to the surface than we would be in the overworld. But saying that, we're going. Come on, let me out for God's sake. I think 40 something maybe water level, whereas it's like 60 something in the overworld. Is that another cave? Oh yeah. It's quite dangerous this. What side of the hill are we? Very strange. Let me out please. So go straight up over there. Oh there we go, we're quite close, look. Nothing to fear. And this is also a useful place. We have got plenty of books back at the house. I should have probably made another linking book. And I could have placed a linking book up here. And then we could use that to get back instead. As it is, I have to make our way back down there for now. Next time I come back here I will bring a linking book. So just for now, so we know how to get back here, I'm going to put another portal here. Oops. Another waypoint, shall I say. Stairs. Do. So we know where our way down is. Right, it's a massive forest with loads of different funky things in it. We can find something called, excellent, there we go, these are making baby cows. So I do actually need to go back to the base because I didn't move the portal to where I wanted it. So we can actually use the portal gun for that, I think. Does portal gun go across dimension? Pretty sure it does. Let's see what I mean about the big trees. Top of that tree not even loaded in yet. That's how big it is. Let's no, can't go through there. Okay, let's go back into the normal world. I thought I could go through. Make sure my portal's right at the other end. Always badly planned. I suppose I could have just killed them guys and got the leather off them, but I want to take at least a couple back to increase my amount of cows back at the house. Should I just kill him? I should have probably just killed him. It's too late now. I'm down here now. Let's go back through and see why that portal didn't work. Yeah. So the one here still sends me down to the bedrock. So portal guns are not interdimensional. Okay, good to know, good to know. So what did I come back for? Some books. couple of books. Now we want one here, so I'll make one stood there like that. Linking book. We need a couple of them stands. So this is a good example of how mods working together make things a bit easier. Because without mystcraft we have to go backwards and forwards wherever the portal was. But because of mystcraft we can make it a lot easier to get backwards and forwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this second book over there. We haven't made the book yet though. So let's go back through and find somewhere useful to go. Now the way we can get the cows free then, by the way, is with our portal gun. I believe if we build this up a little bit we should be able to drop a cow through the side here. Through the portal. Into the portal. Yeah, that should work, I think. Let's see. I can hear a zombie. A bit scary. Let's see if we can drop a cow through that. It may work. Not sure if I've ever brought animals back from here before, but I know it can be done because I've seen people do it. So let's see if this works. Thank you, Apple. I'll have you. I'll eat a bit of corn. And where was you? There they are. Right, so plop. Oops. Let's see where these guys end up. So I don't actually see any really useful stuff around here. I can't see any big hills. This is a lot easier once you've got a jetpack. Well, we ain't got a jetpack. There's something over there. These things can have... This is like a little well. These can sometimes have a chest right down at the bottom. We're going to struggle A to C and B to not drown. We can just dig into the side and probably get some kind of air bubble, but don't want to risk it just yet. Let's have a look over here, see if there's anything we can see. So that bit there, that's called a dark forest. So there's some kind of structure over there, maybe some ruins. So let's go and see where go see where them stags ended up. There's little biomes in here. We're in a biome called Highlands. That one there's called dense twilight forest, I think. That one looks like enchanted forest because it's got funky looking trees, funky looking colours. See it right there, the pearlescent kind of colours on the trees. Ooh. Fall down a hole. Always good. Let's run back over here and we'll set up a little base here at some point. But really I just want to get you for the cows. So, just so we've got... I say cows. They are cows, we still look like cows. So we've got... yeah, it's only going to cost me a buck, so I might as well let it cost me a buck just to show you how to do the mystcraft book thing. So our portal's down under there. We brought a book with us from the overworld that we made, I mean, the linking book. So I can put that here, and I'm going to make another one, stood here, like so. So now we go back through there. That puts us back to our base, and I put that back on there. And now that puts us back up in the forest, so we don't have to keep going from where the portal is. But as we get somewhere more useful, like next to a thing called a hollow hill, we can get a book there, be a bit more useful. But for now, that's fine. That gets us a little bit closer. Let's sleep because it's night time, and we'll go see where them stags ended up. Our cows are fully grown. Where did I put that wheat? Did I put it in the chest over there? Well, I'm going to need it to get him to follow me anyway, so let's have a look. Are you in there, wheat? There you are. Let's dump some of that stuff in there. And dump that up there. That's most of the stuff we don't need with us. Oops, didn't mean to open the fabricator, that was silly. There we go. Let's go see where them stag are. They should have ended up around here somewhere. They don't seem to have at all. So that maybe hasn't worked, because I don't see them. Let's see if they all ended up down here. Oh, there they are, look, they don't seem to be going through. It's a bit odd. Okay, let's just kill him instead, try and get some leather. There's always options. Didn't get any leather at all. Ooh. Skeleton Enderman. Fun stuff. Well, that didn't work at all, did it? What a failure. Okay, well, I crashed then. I don't know why. Don't know how that happened. But I did crash. So I think I was doing that wrong. I'm going to try a different way of doing it before we give up. I've never brought animals back from the Twilight Forest before. We had a massive fail then. It was just, all the deer were just, a stag was all just sat there, not going through the gate. I think if I go through the gate with one of them held in the portal gun, then it might come along with me. So let's just find one more. I did see some round here, I'm sure I did. And Sod's Law says, that's probably ain't none now. There's one. Let's grab this guy. Come here, you. And then if we go through the portal backwards, you should come with us. Oops, missed it. Nice one. And now if we go through the, now if we go through this portal, will they come with us through there? Yeah, he will. Okay. Look, what's the hell? Well, I don't know how that's happened. I seem to have been given a free nether portal. No idea how that's happened. Something strange has gone on. There we go, put him down, so now we've got him in there as well. And let's see if I was right, let's see if he gives us a normal cow baby. No, it doesn't seem so. Unless I clicked on the bloody chicken. No, it certainly looks like the stag, doesn't it? So that might have changed as well then. Definitely the stag, and he's definitely not. I maybe should have brought two of them with me then. Right, I don't know, I haven't got a clue why this has happened. I've not been into the nether at all. I did make this portal. I did crash near the portal to that place. I don't know why that would make this. No idea at all. Very strange. Let's have a look in there, might as well, while we're here. See what kind of nether place it's given us. I'm going to put my portal gun in there just in case I die. As far as I know, this could be a horrible place. This may take a little while to load as well, because we've not been in here yet. This is the first time we've loaded the nether up. Very strange. Very strange. And again, let's get us a portal waypoint so we know how to get back. Now it's saying the village is only 20 metres away there. That's because the village isn't there at all. But if we went back into the overworld, it'd be where this would be where it'd be, because in the nether it's 8 times less distance. So 100 metres in the nether is 800 metres in the overworld. So that's why, according to this, home's there and the village is only like 20 metres away, where in reality it's 100 and something in it. So 160 odd, 140 odd. Nah, 110. That doesn't seem to work right either. But it is 8 times though. 100 metres in the overworld is 800 metres in the nether. So, let's have a little look around and see what we can see. The things you really want in the nether are a nether fortress. Zombie pigmen won't attack you unless you attack them. If you do attack them, then they'll all aggro you. So it's something to be aware of. And we've also got a mod that adds resources to the nether. Now, they can aggro the mobs on you. I'm not sure if it's only when they blow up. Sometimes they blow up. Not loading in very well. Not loading in very well at all. That's because there'll be a lot of falling lava that it's having to process because it's the first time I've been in here. So let's leave this place for now. And we'll come back when we actually need to be in here. I'm not getting in very well, am I? Oh, bugger. That was bad. Oh dear. I'm really surprised I survived that. Not looking where you're going is a very dangerous way to move about in here. Oh dear. Let's find our way back up to there and get back. Right, I'm going to cut this because I don't want to spend the video too long on me just depping about. I should be actually trying to teach you stuff. I'm back up pretty quick. Let's get back through there and let's go do stuff back in the overworld. For now, come back in here probably when I've got a jetpack. But for now, don't really need to be in here. We might have to go back and get a bit of glowstone to make the jetpack, but we should be alright. Yeah, I'm baffled as to once I finish this video, I'm going to check on the forums, see what maybe caused that to happen, because that shouldn't have happened at all. Right, let's see if that guy gives me leather. He has, excellent. Let's go on what we're meant to be doing, and that is doing a bit of mystcraft stuff. Organic and blocks. There we go. I've been putting the bits of pulverized stuff that I made last episode into there. Just so it's gradually turning all that into ingots. We can let's put the silver into there next. Let that turn into pulverized dust, and we can process that when we get back. So another bit of leather in there. Oh well, that's strange. I had a ghost of the leather there still. Very strange. Lots of strange goings on. Maybe my single player world here is haunted. Who knows? Oh, I stole a writing desk, didn't I, from the village. I should put that down somewhere. I can show you that. Writing desk is where we store all our mystcraft stuff. So we're going to want that narrower bookbinder. Let's create a death trap by knocking that floor through. Lots of things going wrong. Like that. Come on. Put it where it's meant to go. There you go. Now let's get back up there. So this is the writing desk, the other thing that goes with the bookbinder. Once we get pages, we store all the pages in this side, in notebooks, that we need leather for. And this is where we write our books. Well, that won't be for quite some time yet. For now, we can store that book away, because we're not going to be going back there, it was horrible. And we're going to need another book stand. I should make a few book stands really, but I'll make 8. Because we've got 16 sticks. So we might as well use them. Make 8 book stands, so we can carry them with us. Got a bit of paper, excellent. Let's make a linking book to get back home. Let's make another Minecraft age, so this should be book 3, age 3, and it is. There we go. And I'm back, and I'm not in age 3. I've filmed a bit more footage, and when I put it all together for encoding, it was 58 minutes long, which is far too long. So I've decided to cut the video there for today, and we will start going into age 3 at the very start of tomorrow's episode. So thank you as always for joining me. I hope it's entertaining and a little bit educational. Thank you very much for any likes or comments and stuff, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.